Hello everyone, Chris here, and today I'd like to talk about something a little bit not hiking related, and it's going to be how I live for free in my apartment that I live in right now. In order for this to work, I'm going to go through the exact steps of exactly what you need to do so you can live for free or almost for free wherever you live. The first thing we're going to talk about is what you need to do to get ready for the loan that you're going to buy the house or apartment that you're going to live in free for. In order to do this, you need to do all the normal things that Dave Ramsey or Graham Stephan or folks like that concentrate on. The first thing they want to look at is your credit score. You want to get your credit score up to a point to where you're going to be able to get a small down payment to get the loan products we're talking about. It's called an FHA loan, and the credit score you need to get the 3.5% down payment is going to be 580. That's not super hard to get, but if your credit is lower than that, you need to go ahead and bring it up to that. There's several videos, I'll link them down in the description, that can help you get your credit score up, because with that credit score, you're only going to need 3.5% of the purchase price to go and get your loan. And in addition to bringing your credit score up, if you have any outstanding debt that you can go ahead and get rid of, you want to get that debt down so your debt to income ratio is where you need it. And so that goes into the first step of living rent free. The first step is you want to go to your local credit union or your bank or wherever you bank at, and you want to get pre-approved for an FHA loan. FHA stands for Federal Housing Authority. It's a really great loan product that can get you into a house for 3.5% down. And what you're going to do is, instead of getting a single family house, you're going to go and you're going to get a duplex, triplex, or quadplex with the FHA loan. This is a really good advantage to you because you can get into a multifamily property for 3.5% down, which normally to get in a duplex you need 15% in my area, and triplex, fourplex is 20-25% depending on what kind of loan product you have. So once you go and get your loan approval for the multi-unit property, you need to go and look in your market to see 2 or 3 or 4 unit property to see what meets your criteria. And you're going to have a loan based on what other interest rates are, and what you can shoot for is taking the mortgage and at least trying to cover the mortgage, or maybe just pay a little bit less. In my situation, I have a mortgage which is about $5 over what my renter pays, but I mean $5 is pretty good for me, and the whole goal of this is to save that rent money, which is what you're paying every month. It's usually most folks' biggest expense, and to save that rent money and save it and invest it, or save it and roll into another piece of real estate. And the benefit of going with an FHA loan is you only have 3.5% down. So in my case, I was able to get a 5-bedroom, 2-bath duplex, 3-1 on top, 2-1 on bottom, which is the unit I live in now. And out of pocket, only had to come out $6,000. So it's been pretty nice. And once you get your duplex, triplex, or fourplex, you're going to be able to live there almost rent free and get all of the benefits of having a rental property for the other unit that you don't rent. So there's all kinds of things that you were able to write off at the end of the year that if you would have went and taken your FHA loan on a normal house, that you wouldn't have been able to write off. And so you'll want to get with your accountant and do that. And just like I said, once you find your property, you'll find that with the help of a good real estate agent. And when you go and find your real estate agent, make sure that real estate agent is good with multifamily properties and know what you're looking for, and kind of like know what your parameters are, because you're not looking for just a nice house. You're looking for a nice house and a nicer area where the rent is going to either cover your mortgage completely or cover your mortgage plus some, which is the best situation, because then you'll be able to cover any kind of repairs or things like that. And by mortgage, what I mean is your mortgage, your insurance, and your real estate taxes. On an FHA loan, at least the one I got, all that is included in your mortgage payment. And so that's what you're looking to cover. And if you cover that, you may have a few other expenses. But in my case, I went from paying $850 a month for my housing to $200 a month. So that savings is a lot of money. I mean, regardless of what your situation is, if you're saving $600, $700 a month on rent, you can invest that in anything. You can have a brokerage account, invested in paying off your other debts, anything. It will really put you headed in the right direction. And in the long run, if you do this and you decide you want to move out, you can just rent out the other unit, and then you'll be making even more cash flow on the property that you got into for 3.5% down. And so that's called house hacking. That's what the whole process is called. There are people that do it all the time, all over the U.S. You can do it too. You just have to find a property that meets your criteria. And that's how I live rent free. And if you have any questions, please ask them in the comment box below. If you're house hacking and living rent free, please let me know. Let me know what your situation is, how many units you have, if you're making any cash flow. And we'll talk to you guys next time. Thanks.